Hello everyone, my name is Xiaodong Yue. I'm a professor at Capital Normal University. Welcome to my course on skills for writing and publishing academic papers in English. Today's topic is on how to write a discussion. Before we start our talk, let's see the vocabulary or the words for this talk. I'll do you a favor. Please read after me to familiarize your ear for the terms, for the words, for the vocabulary I'll mention in this talk. Are you ready? Read after me. Outline, discussion, conclusion, topic sentence, outcome, essence, argument, statement, interpretation, perspective, consequence, observation, quotation, implication, limitation, recommendation, correlation, demonstrate, inflated claim, over-interpretation, significance, implication, highlight, summarize, contribution, concise, justify, relevance. Now, I have these questions for you for today's talk. First, what is an outline? Second, what is use of an outline for writing? Thirdly, what is discussion section? And fourthly, what are the tips for writing a good discussion? With these questions in mind, let's start today's talk. First of all, what is an outline for writing? Well, an outline means a short plan of your research paper, including the main ideas, the main studies, main theories, and the structure of arguments. And it enables you to organize your thoughts and writing in a coherent way. And also, outlining can be done in a visual way, such as using mind maps or cluster diagram, etc. And outlining is an essential part of writing process, and good writing starts with a good outline. So this is something you should practice and you should keep in mind. Now, what are the elements of an outline? Generally speaking, for a particular section of your writing, it have a topic sentence, introduces or describes your topic, and the thesis for discussion. Thesis, I mean the topics for discussion or the related concepts for discussion. And second, body paragraphs or the body part. That means describe in details the arguments or counter-arguments you wish to present or establish. and give supporting evidence for your arguments with the relevant data, facts, examples, citations, etc. And finally, it has a conclusion, meaning summarizing your points, arguments, or whatever you wish to establish for this particular section or paragraph. Now, here is an example of a mind map for an outline. As you can see, you have a central concept, or the main concept, which is about humor. And you can look at how it is developed in Chinese society, and how it was theorized in Chinese society, and how it was studied in Chinese society, blah, blah, blah. And you can set up the related concepts along the left side. Whereas on the right side, you can have the Western views on humor development and theories on humor development, and the Western studies on humor development, whatever. Of course, this is very simple for mind map. But you have the concept, you have an idea. If you use something like this, it gives you an overall picture of what you want to write, or what you want to plan to write for your paper. It's crystal clear. Next is example of a cluster diagram. Again, let's look at this. If you want to look at humor studies, then you can have humor and optimism, humor and creativity, humor and social relations, humor and mental health, and humor and subjective happiness. And for each component, there are, you can have a cluster of Chinese studies and Western studies. And you put all these studies together, and you have a clear picture of what you want to proceed to write. Paragraph by paragraph, section by section, part by part. Now, we just seen the visual presentation of an outline. We often do the written ones. Here is an example of a written outline. First, you have an introduction, which you introduce the topic or definition, relevant concepts, and you state the thesis, means focus of your paper, focus of this section, be it humor and creativity, humor and optimism, or whatever that you want to address. And secondly, you have a body paragraph, that could be body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and in each part, you should have some major studies and findings around this particular theme 1. And to start it, you need to write a topic sentence, and you need to support the argument with data, facts, examples, citations, and you discuss the relevance to your thesis under discussion. And that would be paragraph 1, paragraph 2. Then you'll probably have a paragraph 3, which is about the research gaps or problems in the present studies or the themes, and you need to write a topic sentence. It could be an argument or a counter-argument or another argument, okay? And you discuss the argument and the counter-argument in greater details, and you provide evidence that could be the data, facts, examples, citations, and then you discuss their relevance to your present thesis. And then you have a conclusion, which you summarize all the main points above, and you state your thesis relevance to your study, and you highlight the necessity or significance of your present study or whatever. Now, I'm just giving you an example. It doesn't have to be so mechanic or so rigid in producing a written outline of what you write. But you need to do it. Otherwise, if you start with a messy mind for writing, your writing is going to be messy in the end. Now, here is an example of eventual body structure of what you want to write based on your outline, okay? Now you can see the part in the red block, usually the parts that correspond to what I described above. There was the topic sentence, there was the body structure, there was supporting evidence 1, supporting evidence 2, and a supporting evidence 3, and there was some sort of a conclusion sentence. So this is you can structure your writing. And also you notice that the voice is constant, is always active voice, and the tense is constant. Okay, it's always in the past tense. So this is how you produce cohesive style. Put together is called a prose. The prose of writing is elegant or is constant. So in short, an outline of paper is a test of writing readiness. Remember we talked about our writing readiness in the beginning? Writing readiness really reflects how well prepared you are for the writing. If you do not have a clear outline to start with, your writing will quickly run into problems or unprepared traps that you show up. And whereas when you have an outline in the beginning, everything will line up in a natural way.